me concerns and saying, Melvis, is the UK still recruiting overseas workers? Is it still worth applying? Or I've been applying for ages and I haven't heard anything. Do you think it's worth it? And all of that. So the long story short is that the UK obviously is still recruiting. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you want to hit the subscribe button below so that you're informed every single day when I drop a new video on here about the best opportunities that the UK has to offer. Also, where are you watching this video from? Which jobs are you interested in? What is your personal circumstance at the moment? Have you started applying? Have you received any feedback? Have you gotten to the interview process? What are the challenges that you're facing? Just leave them in the comment section below and I'll answer all of those questions, because that's the reason why I have actually, decided to do this. So the real thing is that the UK, yes, they're still recruiting from overseas, at the moment, but the competition is very, very high. Now, literally, it is the highest competition that this country has ever had. In fact, just few days ago, they released the Office for National Statistics released data saying that the UK is the most sought after country where people want to go. So when they go to Google, for example, to look at the number of people searching for jobs worldwide, the UK is the highest, which means the number of people putting in search engines, jobs in the UK, visa sponsorship jobs in the UK, how do I get a job in the UK, is more than any other country. Which means when you're applying for these jobs, you need to think about it like it's not just about you. Look at it like competition. There are lots of other people that are trying to get the same job that you are applying for as well. And I'm seeing that there's quite a few people that are joining now. So just leave your questions in the comment section below. I'm going to just answer them. Thank you so much for that. I can see that. Thank you very much, Kelly. Thank you. So I was just saying about, like jobs in the UK. So whether you're in the UK at the moment or you're out, is really stressful for people that are trying to apply for jobs and they're receiving those unfortunate emails. And I was just saying that they are recruiting, but it's very competitive. So what are some of the things that you can do to stand a better chance of success? The main thing is, don't think about your qualifications or your experiences. If you need visa sponsorship, you need to focus on what are the jobs that are actually giving sponsorship now. Because the truth about it is that there are not many jobs. There are very few jobs at the moment that are giving sponsorship. This means that of all the massive pool of people that are applying, people have to apply for the same jobs. There are also many people that are spending a lot of time applying for jobs that don't actually give visa sponsorship. This is even the worst thing and the biggest problem to be in, because the whole point about visa sponsorship is that they're giving sponsorship for the positions that they are desperate to fill in the UK, which means if there's any job that is easy to find people in the UK, they will not be giving sponsorship for. This is why you see that apart from nanny jobs, by the way, nanny jobs give sponsorship that are the highest paying. All the other jobs, they don't pay a lot of money. But don't worry about the pay, it's about entry level. The objective you should have is to be able to get visa sponsorship and get started, because once you get visa sponsorship, then you can upgrade. So if you've got qualifications in a particular field or a particular sector, get your sponsorship and then don't settle, try to find a way to transition back into what you prefer, because you cannot be earning £24,000 for the rest of your life. Many people are applying for these sponsorship jobs because you want to improve on your financial circumstances, and so earning such an amount of money is just not enough. So like I say, if you need, if there are any questions that you've got, obviously you need any particular advice, leave that in the comment section, because I'm seeing what is on there as well. And I can see I've passed OET and NMC CBT but not getting a job. Very disappointed. That is a massive shame. I'm currently supporting over 60 nurses that have studied in the UK. So these are not overseas nurses. These are people that have studied in the UK and they don't know how to apply for jobs. They're like, because before in the UK, since they were using like agencies and things, people used to just get in through that. But since they stopped using recruitment agencies, and obviously, so what recruitment agencies used to do is they support you with your CV, the whole process, and then they get paid by the organization. So they get paid about £10,000 for each person that they bring. So they will support you with the whole process, what should your CV be like, the interview, and all of that. But since recruitment agencies are no longer being used, which means they're no longer being paid, they have stopped supporting the candidates. And so the candidates now are left stranded. They have no idea what to do, how to apply. And because they're not using agencies, it means that every single person has to apply for the same jobs. So that's why you see that, having out OET CBT, it doesn't automatically mean you need a job or you've got a job. So the most important thing now is, how do you apply? You need to know how to apply for those jobs. If you're applying for a nursing job, is it nursing? Is it midwifery? What branch of nursing it is? Because all of those vary significantly. They vary massively. Also, do you want to work for a private company? Do you want to work for the NHS? Do you want to work for a care home, for example? All those things matter. So again, it's not the time where you just come, for example, on social media and you're just like, yeah, it's easy. No, 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 it's not easy to get a job. It's never been an easy process, but it's even more challenging now. So just make sure that I've got my alarm going, but I've got an appointment. I've got interview preparation with someone. So I've just got my notification going there. So again, I was just saying, so healthcare practitioner, I don't know, healthcare practitioner, what does that mean? I don't know. Healthcare practitioner, is that a particular role? I don't know where you're working at the moment. Again, Abdul, I can see you there. Hello, thanks for joining. You're saying, can you get a job without ALS? Yeah, so you don't need ALS actually to get those jobs. Jobs such as nursing, midwifery, medicine, all the allied healthcare professional jobs, they require ALS as a requirement for the actual job. But there are processes now that the NMC, which is the Nursing and Midwifery Council, has implemented where you can get a job in the UK, as an overseas nurse, for example, without ALT or OET, but you've got to meet the requirements for that. So, but if you're applying for like carer jobs, all those unskilled worker jobs, entry level jobs that don't require professional registration, then the requirements for that are very different. And the main thing is getting a job. That's why you see that when you receive your COS, you have 3 months to get your requirements together or whatever it is that you need, and then apply for the visa. So the biggest challenge is getting a job. I have never seen anybody that has had a COS, for example, from a legit company, and then they're sat there like, oh my God, I'm not able to, get a visa because I'm not able to do out or whatever. So the biggest challenge is getting a job. That's the reality. That's the truth about it. Getting a job is what you should really focus on. I'm seeing so many people that are spending a lot of money. They're like, Melvis, I've done out 2 times. My house is about to expire. And I'm like, no, that should not be the first thing you're doing when you want to relocate to the UK. Focus on getting a job. There are also many NHS employers, for example, they offer a lot of relocation support, but they only offer that after you've got a job with them. So if you get a job with the NHS and you're struggling and you say to them, look, I don't have money to pay for my flight, I don't have money to pay for my visa, they can offer you that relocation support. And that is why the main thing is getting a job, not getting the requirements beforehand, except, for jobs such as nursing, medicine, like I said before, because you cannot just wake up and start applying for those jobs. You need the professional registration in order for you to get started. So that's the answer for that. And you said training in NHS, 15 courses. Again, there are no mandatory courses when it comes to getting a job. It's not really about courses because, again, people are doing courses upon courses upon courses. No. If you're coming to apply for a healthcare assistant job and I'm interviewing you, I'm going to be looking at you and saying, what is the role of a healthcare assistant? That's what I want to hear from you. If you're coming to work in an emergency department, my interest is, what are you bringing to this job? And the reason for that is, with NHS, they offer the best training in the UK for all jobs. So any job that you get comes with training for all of them. And even if you're moving from one NHS to another, you still get training all the same. So, for example, if I am working with NHS Hospital 1 and I'm moving from there, even if it's the same job, I still get training. So there is no need to worry about training. It is about knowing the job you're applying for. That's the important thing. A healthcare assistant, for example, what is it about? What are the skills that you need to do the job? What do you have from your personal and professional experiences that you're bringing to the sector, because that's what they're looking for. It's not everything else. I mean, everything else is procrastination as far as I'm concerned, because it keeps you so busy, but you're not doing what you should be doing. And this is why many people are struggling to get jobs, because they're very busy with, oh my God, I should do two more courses, three more courses. But actually, that's not what's going to get you the job. So you need to be very strategic. You need to plan. You need to be very, very serious about it. And, like I said, just keep your questions in the comment section below. I've got interview preparation now with someone who has got her NHS interview coming in the next few days. So I need to go to do that. And also, if you find that doing this, is helpful, I mean, I don't mind to have to do these just to give you more information and just more support and all of that. So leave that in the comment section below. But if you're somebody who is a member of my coaching program, during our session, obviously on Thursday, as we do this week, we're going to be focusing on NHS clinical and non-clinical jobs, as well as nursing jobs. So what are the differences, if you're applying for those opportunities? If you're a registered nurse or midwife applying for a carer job, how should you position yourself? Because it's not the same thing. If you've got no experience, how should you apply? How should you put yourself in such a way that is the best and you're in the best position for success? So again, we're going to talk about all of that, but just leave your questions in the comment section and I'll go through all of that. Like I said, I need to go now because I've got interview preparation and I think she's going to be waiting for me already. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. I think she's already there.